Good evening, this is Sister Anake, and today I want us to not going through a tutorial, but really have a talk because it is important as we improve vocally that we also improve in knowledge. And today, the title of my presentation is Do Not Despise or Underestimate the Power of Rehearsal. I've been privileged to be part of a few churches, and I've traveled due to my job. I've also traveled around a little bit, and I have noticed that rehearsal is increasingly becoming a thing of the past, particularly in the more Western world. Life is so difficult nowadays and is so fast that people really struggle to put time for rehearsal. And a lot of time we find that on Sunday morning we are quickly rehearsing the songs, or we're not rehearsing anything at all and we just go on stage and we start singing. Um, Life is very fast and there is little time to do anything. You find that for us immigrants in Western world, a lot of our priorities are really to settlement in the country. Sometimes it's work. Sometimes we have to pay back, um, the loan we took to get into this country. For many immigrants, there is a financial burden that does not really allow us to rehearse the way we would like to. Sometimes we have to look for the finances to pay back for school. We came for university. We came with our children. We have to pay university fees. Sometimes we have to send back money home. There are so many issues that stops us really from rehearsing. And when it comes to choir rehearsal, um, there is simply no time, or the heart to do it is not there. It's no longer a priority. We often hear people when we ask them, we need to rehearse. We often hear, "Oh, may God help us," or "God understands," and then we quickly do not rehearse. But I can also tell you that I've also been in churches that is not mainly um, housed by immigrants. A lot of churches are also struggling who are westernized, very well westernized. And very few, more, not very few, but a lot more churches nowadays. The singers may have like 10 minutes or 15 minutes before the service, and we just rehearse quickly, or no rehearsal at all. And it's not just the African or um, the immigrants that come. So today I want to encourage you and to explain to you the need for rehearsal and why is rehearsal so important. Um, you know, it is extremely important that praise and worship we find time to rehearse together. And I'm going to give you a couple of reasons, and I'm also going to um, base my reasons on biblical passages. So, as you are listening to me, I encourage you to pause the video and to get your Bible because we are going to go through the scriptures, some of the scriptures that explain the ideas that I'm going to present to you. Okay, I think you have your Bible now. So rehearsing with your team allow you to grow on both human and spiritual grounds. You will improve humanly, but you will also improve spiritually. It's a holistic way. It's a holistic development. And also rehearsing is so important because you also improve as a group, but you also improve individually. It's both an individual and a group sport, if we can say like that. For those of you who do sport, you will understand that the skill you need in singles is different than the skill you need if you play football, for example, or you play double in tennis. Is totally different. So I'm going to have a discussion, an open discussion with you to the way I think and I believe that it is biblical. So the first one, let's look at the human side of the human growth in rehearsing. So the Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 22 to 23, the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercy never comes to an end. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. It doesn't look like it's to do with rehearsal, but I will explain to you. The second passage is Proverbs chapter 22-29, which is the most important passage here. Do you see a man skilled in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. And my third passage is from Proverbs 27, verse 17. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. So why is rehearsal so important on a human term? You see, number one, practice makes perfect. And when we come together, not only you perfect your skill, but you perfect with somebody else. You will always have in a group somebody who is better than you and somebody who is not as good as you. So you always receive and you also give, which is the way the Lord wants us to behave towards one another. We will receive from some and we will give to some. When we come together, we will perfect and we will start singing new songs, okay? And it's where my Ecclesiastes verse comes from. You see, the dew of the day comes every morning. You have new dews. In the time of the Israelites, the manna, they say that the manna should not remain within 20 hours, 24 hours. They used to have new manna every single morning. The same way applies to his mercies is on you every morning. So if God is showing us that what he's giving us is new every single day, is taking the effort of giving us something new every day, why are we recycling songs? We tend, because if you don't rehearse, you are going to turn up on stage with old songs or songs that the congregation knows, and that's it. And every Sunday is the same. You are only singing songs everybody knows. There is no new songs. And when you want to bring a new song without rehearsal, there is confusion because the choir doesn't know it. The musicians don't really know it. They just, quickly played it. Maybe you had 5 minutes. Or you've sent, the new thing these days is sending the song on WhatsApp. Oh, guys, can you listen to it? And then we play it on Sunday. Can I just say to you, it doesn't really work unless even the best singers, if you notice, they're always rehearsing. So if they can rehearse, us who are, our level is much lower. I don't understand how we can succeed and manage without rehearsing. So we know that even if you are an excellent singer, some songs are challenging in terms of harmony. The composer of a song often introduces some seventh, accident, harmonies that are totally different on the score. And this you can know for those of you who've been following me for months or years or weeks. You can see that the harmonies sometimes are totally different. Harmonies written down on the score are different than the harmonies you hear. So if you don't take time to sit down together and work out the harmonies, on Sundays everybody is singing what they hear. So some people are gifted, others are not. So some people will be off, will just go off, will sing off. And what's happening is during praise and worship, you can see how the chorus, the musicians are struggling, we are not communicating, we're not working together. We go off, some people can sing and we change key 4 or 5 times, and the keyboardist and the musician have to pick up the new key, and all those things that could have been avoided if you were rehearsing. um in Colossians 3:14 it says that put on love, and above all binds us all together in perfect unity. So love, when we practice together, we grow and we become, there is love that start coming, and we know that love is one of the most important. Jesus is love, God is love. And it's so easy to say, I love you my sister, or I love you my brother, but you don't spend time with him, you don't spend time with her, you don't know her, you don't even meet for rehearsal, you just meet on stage, and then we love each other. I mean, come on. So for us to practice, the love comes because in practice we get to know each other, we get to know our strengths, we get to know our weaknesses, um, and we get to know who is strong for praise, who is strong for worship, who is a praise and worship leader, who is not, who is a soloist. These days, I mean, it will be another tips, that another video that I will do later on, but nowadays everybody's singing and everybody's leading. It is not the case, not everybody is a leader, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. um so I am going to stop this video because it's already 12 minutes, and I will come back in video number 2.